Woo! Alright, this is a little bit more up close, but oh well, forget it, man. You guys keep asking me to make this video after I told you guys that, like, yo, what I have to tell you guys isn't even really that serious, but forget it, we're gonna get into it. First things first, what's good about YouTube if you want AnnoyingTV? First and foremost, I want to let everybody know the event that I went to, I just came back from New York. The event I went to was not the 2K event. Everybody keeps asking me, yo, what happened to community day, 2K event, 2K event? That was not community day. That was not the 2K event. That was a 2K League event for the 2K League, which was a tournament, okay? A lot of guys kept asking me. Now you know, I did not play NBA 2K20. If that's what you're coming in for this video, I did not play NBA 2K20. Now, 2K20 news and info. All right, so one thing that I was at the event, so I had to talk with LD. Me and LD discussed a couple things, but those things are speculation, so let's just go ahead and get straight into the facts, okay? So the facts is, some of the elite players that went into actually play NBA 2K20, those were league players. They were the first ones to go test out the game. Nobody else that was really an outsider really had their games on NBA 2K20 except for them. They went in and they decided to share their feedback with the community. So at first things first, I want to get into the facts and actually read over their feedback on the game. And let's get into it. First things first, the NBA 2K20 players, they played Lakers versus Clippers. And he said, unlike any other 2K he's played, all new movements and animations, over dribbling is penalized by fumbling the ball and getting plucked. Didn't have any great dribblers, so can't comment on it too much. Now, here's one thing is that you guys bash me all the time because in NBA 2K18, y'all like, man, knowing this game's trash. You said that you wasn't gonna be able to over dribble, blah blah blah. Listen, like I said, quick game is way different from park mode. So him saying that you can fumble the ball and get plucked by over dribbling, man, listen, whatever player he was using or whatever player he had, it was Lakers versus Clippers. So listen, I guarantee you when my player happens, you're gonna have those people who know how to dribble, you know what I'm saying, spam the same animations and over dribble. Okay, it happens every single year. It's a problem that 2K needs to fix. I initially thought the problem was fixed in 2K18, but it's not. People can just dribble all day, ISO, spam crossover moves as long as they're playmakers. Now, some people feel like that should stay in the game. Some people should feel like it shouldn't stay in the game. Me personally, I don't feel like a point guard could dribble the whole shot clock out and expect to not get a red release or expect not to airball, you know what I mean? But it does happen in 2K. It's the playmakers, they love that. They like, nah, keep it. He says that they removed it, but I guarantee you, y'all, it's the builds. What people don't understand is that when you actually go in to go play like these games early, or hell, even the MyPlayer demo, you guys are gonna experience a first-hand demo on August 21st for NBA 2K20. And I guarantee you, when you play the demo, you're gonna be like, oh man, they changed a lot. But then when you actually get the game, you're gonna be like, oh damn, this shit's way different from the demo, like, you know what I'm saying? And that's basically how it was with NBA 2K18 when I went to go play early. You know what I'm saying? Is that I initially recognized some first things, and then when the game actually came out, it was just totally different. And that's exactly how it's gonna be. Same with I'm sure, I think 2K19 had a prelude or something like that. 2K18 had a prelude. When you guys played the prelude, it feels way different from the actual game because the play oh man, the game modes we play is not the same simulation. It's not the same sliders. It's not the same. So I believe 19 prelude was like rookie, and people were like, oh man, I'm gonna make this build because I have a glass cleaner. My glass cleaner can shoot threes. But when you was in the real game, your glass cleaner could not shoot threes. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that. It's different. So I'm personally not gonna take his word on that. I feel like it's gonna be different from when the actual game mode or when the actual game comes out. So it's up to you guys. Obviously, it's up to toss, but it is what it is. Now on finishing, he said mashing back to an extent, a lot of new animations based on momentum towards the hoop, angles, and badges. That I could believe. I believe that slashers are going to be a lot more effective this year due to the fact that NBA 2K19 slashers were trash. Shout out to Chris Smooth, you know what I'm saying? Hey yo, Craig, make sure you add the auto-tune in there. Craig's my editor, y'all. Make sure you add that auto-tune in there. I need that auto-tune in there, Craig. But that I can feel him on that. The slashes last year were a no-go, so I feel like slashes this year is probably gonna get better, you know what I'm saying? So I can believe that finishing is stronger. Defense, locks aren't as OP, but you can pluck the ball if you time the reaching correct and square up. Lanes aren't OP or bad, seems like you need to square up to get a passing lane steal. Now here's my thing. I'm not gonna take his initial response on this because he said locks aren't as OP, but who did you play with that's a lockdown? You know what I'm saying? Like it's Lakers versus Clippers, you know what I'm saying? If you get Kawhi, I mean kinda, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's not a MyPlayer built archetype, you know what I mean? So can't take his word on that. The reason why I said I can't take his word on that is because and listen, I've been through this process before, you know what I mean? And like I said, with 2K18, y'all was bashing me, y'all was on me, you was like, yo, Annoyin, you said this, you said that. Listen, when you play these quick game builds, it's way different from MyPlayer builds. The sliders, the game, everything is just different. So for him to make an accusation or a claim on lockdowns, because I remember in 2K18, I think I said post scores were gonna be OP. They kind of were, but not to an extent, not really. You know what I mean? But now I can't take his word on that just because of the fact that you can't call out an archetype when, you know, 2K20 happens and it comes out lockdowns. You never know. But even though Mike Wang did say that he's gonna decrease the lockdowns as well, you still never know, man. You don't know until the controller's in your hands. You know what I mean? So I'm not really gonna take his lane on that. He also said it seems like you need to square up to get a passing lane steal. So I'm gonna assume square up means spam square. But it's always kind of been like that. Every time you see a passing lane steal, you're gonna spam square. So I don't know what he means by that. He also said new block animations with the contact defense animations. That's pretty cool, as long as the block animations don't take long. You know what I mean? One thing that 2K has a problem with animations is that sometimes these animations will come into place and come into the field or come into the court, and it'll literally take forever to go with a layup, or it'll literally take, and you'll be wide open and someone just come out the way and just block you, and it's like, bro, I just want to do a simple basic layup, you know what I mean? And hopefully with this blocking, I just want to do a simple block. Don't make my guy jump up slow and reach all the way back and smack it. Nah, just smack it, you know what I mean? Just a simple basic thing. That's all we ask for, you know what I'm saying? He also said, as far as badges, there's so many new badges that affect the gameplay in various ways, whether it be downhill movements and angles or on-ball defense. His overall thoughts on the game was felt well-rounded and it has a lot of potential. We played an older version of the game, so I can't speak on how it will be in a month, but my initial reaction is an extremely positive one. Now, that's a good response. Like you said, he played an older version of the game, so when 2K20 comes out, all of these stuff, it might be changed, it might be, you know what I mean? You never know what type of revisions may occur during the process, and that's one thing that, you know what I'm saying, I feel you, you know what I'm saying, I feel you on that. As far as the badges, like I said in previous videos, there's rumors that there was gonna be new badges, so him saying that he was new badges is not a surprise to me. Now, that's how he felt on the game situations. These are my thoughts and opinions. Now we're gonna go over to what Mike Wang's saying before I tell you guys what you wanna know. Alright, let's get it. Now, Mike Wang said that penalties for poor timing get stricter the further you are from the hoop. Yes, layup timing is in the game, but poor timing in close doesn't hurt you too bad, but bad timing on threes will lead to a lot of breaking this year. I'm not gonna lie to you. It all boils down to what's bad timing, what's open to you and what's open to us, and stuff like that. And one thing that I told you guys about is heavily contested. I hate it in the game. Yes, heavily contested are realistic, but as far when it comes down to a video game, I don't believe that if you play the best defense that you should possible, that a heavily contested shot should be green. Or any way possible do I feel like a heavily contested shot should go in, like at all. You know what I mean? And I actually spoke to Mike Wang about this last year at the NBA 2K19 event, and he was like, yo, well, it's realistic, Annoyin. You look at people like Kevin Durant, they make threes all the time on people's faces. It's like, yeah, cool, but the reason why people like 2K16 and 2K17 is because when you are shooting a heavily contested shot, and y'all just type facts in the comment section, say facts, Annoyin. When you are shooting a heavily contested shot in 2K16, you're A, fading, B, airballing, or C, bricking. You know what I'm saying? It's only like 1 out of 10 chances where you'll fade and the ball goes in NBA 2K16 or 17. And I think that people want that back. So because of the fact that my thing with 2K, and I tell them all the time, you should be rewarded on defense. And for the past previous games, I want to say 2K18, 2K19, you weren't really rewarded on defense. You can play the best defense you could possible and it'll be a green. You can play the best defense you could possible and it'll go in. And it's like, why is it going in? Like, it's always been an offense is greater than defense type of game. Never defense is greater than offense. Not saying that it should be that, but I'm saying that it should be a balance like NBA 2K16 or NBA 2K17. So I already know that 2K20 is gonna be another heavily contested type of game. So I'm not really tripping about it, but it is what it is. It's feedback. Now, it's time for what you guys want to know and about what LD wanted me to tweet out when I was at the 2K League event. Now, me and LD talked about many things, you know what I'm saying? You know, we chopped it up. First things first, when I spoke to LD, is that he told me, he was like, yo, I'm back. I'm so glad to be back. Now, here's something that's important. He actually told me that when he came back to 2K20 was already like in the works, you know what I'm saying? So he came like a little bit late. So if you guys are expecting like, oh my God, LD's back, this game's gonna be great. He came in like while it was already being worked on. So whatever say or opinion that he had, it could only work on certain things because he came late, you know what I'm saying? But first things first, he told me, he's like, yo, he's happy to be back. And I'm sure the community and you guys are also happy for him to be back, because I know I am, you know what I mean? Because every time I had a problem, a complaint, I go to LD, you know what I'm saying? Now, also, when I spoke to him, spoke up about Park Affiliations. And when it boiled down to Park Affiliations, this is exactly what he said. LD said that he advocated for many community requests, including Park Affiliations. He never gave me a confirmation that it was going to be in NBA 2K20. He never gave me a negative answer. He said, yo, listen, I put in a request for it to be back. That's about it. He was like, yo, I'm not going to tell you if it's back or not. He just kind of left it in the air. Now, me personally, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I don't think it's coming back for the NBA 2K20. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't think it's coming back for the NBA 2K20. But one thing that I do believe it's gonna come back is NBA 2K21. I believe it's gonna come back in NBA 2K21, and my reason being is because 2K21 is probably gonna be next gen, and next gen is gonna bring back that type of vibe and style and new graphics, and it's gonna shock the world like NBA 2K15 did. So I believe that it's gonna make a return in NBA 2K21. It could make a return in NBA 2K20, but LD wouldn't confirm that with me. You guys can kind of, if you guys want to get hyped up and excited about that, then sure. But we don't even know if it's gonna return at all. You know what I'm saying? He just said, yo, Annoyin, listen, we've been making some, we've been seeing your wish list, y'all's wish list is, everybody, the community's wish list, and I made a request for Park Affiliations. That's all he told me. It's up for you guys to decide. Now, one thing that it is about my fan base, which I kind of love and hate, is that every time I try to give my fan base some hints, y'all don't seem to take them, bruh. I ain't gonna lie to you, y'all don't seem to take them, bruh. And like, I remember last year, everybody was like, yo, Annoyin, so tell me, is the Jordan Rec Center in the game or not? And I'm like, I don't know, but I can tell you my favorite song is Jumpman by Drake. My fans over here asking, we didn't ask you about your favorite song. Like, bro, can y'all put 2 and 2 together? Like, you feel me? Like, I don't understand, bro. Like, I try my hardest. I try, you know what I'm saying? Like, I remember, hold on. Like, I remember like somebody asked me on Twitter, like, yo, Annoyin, so do you know if the NBA 2K20 neighborhood is gonna be the same as 19 with the leaks and stuff? I'm like, I don't know, but from the rumors, it seems like it. Like, oh, I know, I didn't ask for the rumors. Like, bruh, do I need to like write it down on a piece of paper and like, bro, do I need to write it down? Do I need to spell it out for you? You know what I'm saying? But that's just an example. I honestly don't know if the neighborhoods are the same. LD wouldn't tell me. But leaks happen every year. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? But that's the end of the video. Hopefully Park Affiliations return. Let me know you guys' thoughts and opinion. Oh, also LD said that one thing. Oh, fuck, I forgot. LD also said that he's super excited for us to see the player builds for MyPlayer in the demo. So when the demo comes out, he's like, yo, pew. Like he literally just like, pew. You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't actually tell me the archetypes, whatever. He's just, pew. So he's clearly very excited for the demo and clearly very excited for the MyPlayer builds. I can't wait to see him either. It's gonna be crazy. NBA 2K20 is on the way. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to AnnoyingTV. I'm out.